What's going on, guys? It's time for the Epic 7 State of the Game. I'm going to go in and we're going to talk about some lovely guild stuff. We're going to see exactly, we're going to embrace the moment as soon as I get these guild rewards. Ladies and gentlemen, the English language.
It's a trade secret.
It's not a trade secret. All right. I wanted to share this because if you guys watched my last video, which was on the actual Guild Wars, me doing my attacks, giving out some tips and stuff like that. And yes, we finally spent some money, big $5 for the monthly pack. This month, especially after Guild Wars, I really want to invest some time and get my hunt teams up. I want to get everything up. I want to be top tier. I want to be up there with my guild mates and such and stuff like that. So let's do our free summon. You know, let's do that for you know, for what reason, why not to? You know, hopefully, you know, everything like. Now, I actually have gotten K-Ron and Sigrid in my free summon, so that won't be the case here. All right, so I'm actually thinking about actually building up another prosthetic candlestick. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's like in my mind. And I've been blowing all of my summons to get Violet. I really want, like, I don't really care about saving crystals anymore and all that other stuff. As soon as I get 100, I blow it for Violet. Like, I just go straight straight in there to see if I can get Violet. I don't really care. I'm not trying to, like, I just want to see if I can get them. So every time I get 100, we're going for it. My whole thing is laggy. There we go. Whoopsies. All right. So let me know what your guys' experience was in the guild fights. Now, I've been taking notes, and I have been watching multiple people do Guild Wars, and the rewards have not been the same. I watched Scion Storm do his guild battles. I obviously watched myself. YJ Knight Play or something like that. I apologize if I said his name wrong. I watched Mango also. Everybody is getting different amounts for their wins. I got personally 75 per win. I've seen people get 60 per win, and then I saw people get 80 per win. And I'm trying to compare the healths of the towers. I'm trying to compare, like, you know, if it's a full tower, but I've seen times where the full tower gave a certain amount of things, so, you know, would give some, and it's not consistent at all. You guys have probably seen it, and if you watch other people's videos as much as I do, it's not consistent. So I ended with, I think, a win, a draw, and a loss. So I got 75 for each, so that gives me my lovely total. So we're going to go into the guild, and I'm going to get my rewards. This should be fresh on you guys. Oh, my people giving me that fire. I needed a lot of fire. Need a lot of fire. Tap it close. All right, so let's get our guild daily reward, because you know what that is. All right, so let's go into the guild war. One day it begins. I wonder how. All right, so we lost in the defeat, and I'm going to get 23 Mystic Medals. So now, again, I need to know, what did you guys get? How many wins did you get? How much Havoc did you have? And how many Mystic Medals did you get for that? I want to know. It's very important to know that, because it's really going to be like, I think that the system is calculating things very weirdly. As far as if you go into Scion's video, and I encourage you guys to watch other people that make these make the same like content, because I personally like other people's content as well. Don't just watch me, watch everybody. And I hope they're suggesting you guys to watch me. I hope you should. But I noticed that when he hit a dead tower, he got 0. He won a match. He got one. He won a tower that had damage on it already. He got 160 for it. Then he hit a full health tower and he got 120. Which just like, it didn't make any sense to me. And then the same thing, I watched DJ's. The tower, it was the bigger tower. It had 190 HP left out of 550. Got 120 for double wins, and then he hit a tower that had 100 out of 220, which is, you know, about half. 160 for 2 wins. He hit a full health tower, got 120 again. So I'm like, I don't understand how that happens. I just don't understand what's going on here. I'm really trying to like figure this all out. I think my defense team is fine. There's not much I can really do. I still need to root up a lot of characters. And my offense team, it doesn't matter, because we now see that you can actually switch these on the fly, which is weird. Then what is the purpose of having an offense team menu when you can switch it on the fly? That confused me, because I was like, dang, I actually think I suggested at first that you guys should fight like, oh, pick like a mono team so people can either super fight you or they super can't. You know, but now it seems that you can switch up your attack team on the fly, so it really doesn't matter what you put as your offensive team. It just depends on your defensive team, right? So, and then wait, this and sign. I'm not gonna do that right now. But yeah, let me know. I need this information, and I feel like the more people that we can compare situations with, the better it is. I think right now, currently, it's a little bit messed up. I don't like the whole point of the Guild War. The whole point of the Guild War is to, as we all know, is to take out the towers. And when you take out the towers, you get to the big tower, take out the 2 fortresses. You take out the 2 fortresses, they get to the stronghold. You beat the stronghold, and you're supposed to win from there. But if you're not gonna win by hitting the stronghold based on your guild, then what is the purpose of actually hitting a healthy tower if you're getting 160 on a half health tower? Because that person is probably half health because their units are probably easier to attack. So this needs to be addressed. I think that the wins should be consistent across the board. I think that every win that you get should be consistent across the board, and that's it. You know, I think it might be, I don't know. I need more. I need a bigger sample size. So I need you guys to tell me what you win. And of course, like I said, I got a win, a draw, and a loss. And I got 23 Mystic. So let me know what you guys get. I want to see if like everyone that got 3 wins, maybe they all got the same amount. Maybe they got a straight up 50 from the Mystic medals. That'd be really good to know. Because right now it's looking a little crazy. Secondly, we're going to go into, of course, the hunts. Everyone has been talking about the hunts. And, you know, the gold discrepancy and things of that nature. So I'm just going to do a hunt. I can't do 9 or 10 or anything like that. I'm going to do a hunt that I know I can auto, which is like 8, I think. 8 is usually where I go. It's right up my alley. So from what I've seen so far, everyone's 60. I don't need to worry about the EXP thing. That's the only reason why I bought the pack, right? I only bought the pack for the EXP. I don't even care about the sky stones that come with it every day. I actually just want the EXP boost. So I'm just gonna let this run, and we're gonna see what I get. And I've noticed, at least when I was doing the hunts, because in order to do Hazel's thing, you have to do a little bit more hunts. So I've noticed that there are a lot more equipment dropping. So what I wanted to do is that usually, I'm using my experience from Summoners War here, is that yes, the gold, you get the gold, and then you do that, and then you sell the useless gear or the rune, and then you would use that as your gold gain, because that's how people made money in Summoners War. In Summoners War, you would pretty much, you know, that would be your normal grind. You'd grind that, you'd keep doing that a bunch of times to make sure to make sure that you're getting enough gold, and then once you actually got a good rune, then you would do that, you know. But in this game, we're trying to do everything within anything that we're doing. We're trying to maximize it. So in the future, it's like I don't even want 4 units to do hunt. I want to do hunt with 3 units. So if you know, hunt 11, you know, as expensive as it is, as hard as it is, and if you're spending that much, and like people have been saying, if you're not getting energy back, then you're going to be losing a lot of energy here, maybe not even getting a good rune out of it, just for gold, because, you know, like I said, they have it mixed of the runes that you get, that you're not going to get always a good drop. You're going to sell this drop more often than not, and you're still getting the crafting material, which is another thing for your gold to go to. I personally, like I said, I've always said this about runes, if you're going to have a crafting system, I'd rather it be that you actually can craft it. Like, just let me actually craft gear. If I'm going to a blacksmith, like, think of it like in the olden days, you go to a blacksmith, this man is making a helmet to your liking. You're like, yo, I want that engraved with an L, you know, or a W, and I want it to say like winner, or like say my name in, you know, in Japanese or something like that. Yo, that's how he's gonna make it. I'm paying this man. So, you know, same thing with a tattoo artist. So like, why is it that we're crafting gear, but, you know, like, you're not actually making like, imagine going to the blacksmith and it's like, oh, you want a helmet? Ding, 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 ding. Here, you want this? It's like, no, I don't want that. That's trash. I'm gonna sell that to, you know, whoever you sell stuff in the menu, right? Because who knows who that is. You know what I'm saying? So if they're gonna make the gear drop a lot more, then maybe make crafting a little bit better. I know a lot of people are coming up with tons of suggestions and things like that, because it's just that it needs to be slightly improved. Of course they do updates weekly, so when people are like discouraged or like upset or something like that, like they pretty much always update their game on a regular basis to make it what it is. So even if it's bad one week or they do one tweak and it's like that's terrible, they'll fix it probably within the next week. So of course, just be respectful with all your feedback to them and things like that. They seem to be pretty good, and I know that they take absolutely none of my suggestions, but I always got to put them out there. You know, I say, hey, you guys want to make this more pricey on stamina, then make some other stuff a little bit easier. And I know it's always you just want it to be easy. It's like, no, I want it to be fun. I want to play. Now you have guild, and like now you have to build these characters, and you feel it. If you guys did not get an easy guild fight, which I've seen a lot of the people that I mentioned on YouTube, they got a lot of easy fights. The guild that we had fought was definitely a little bit on the stack side. So, you know, definitely a little bit on the stack side. It's like, damn, man, we can't really fight these people. We can't hold a candle to them. So it's like, we got to go level up, and we got to do that stuff. Like, here we go. So we got 17,000 plus this, which is a crap necklace. Poison Claw necklace, garbage. Let's go see how much it sells for. See how much it sells for, right? So 17 times whatever this necklace would give me, because you would sell this necklace. I mean, or you use it for power, but we're gonna say we're gonna sell it. We're gonna, whoops, recent. So that's 19,000, give or take. That's how I would look at it. Because each run is going to give you gold and a piece of the crafting, so you can go craft. So they still have the crafting system, but I think it's weird to have a crafting system when you're going to have the drops drop more often. I've seen a couple really good suggestions as far as like just making the drops a permanent thing and then having bonus stuff so you don't have to get it. As you saw there, I got the crafting material and I got the leaves, and then I got the necklace. That's all I got. I would, you know, most people would prefer that those two things automatically they're there. We're gonna discard the leaves because the leaves drop on everything, and then maybe give me something else or something like that, or have the crafting material, maybe the maybe, and then have more gear drop. You know, let's make this monster hunter. Let's carve this wyvern up and take multiple parts of this wyvern and like let's just make it. You know, let's get more drops. You know, stuff like that. Obviously, that was Wyvern 8, you know, I know people can do higher, so they're getting different stuff, maybe more. But that's the thing. When you go higher, you want to get rewarded for doing higher. But some people feel like that's not the thing. I cannot do any of the 11s at the moment, so I can't show you guys that. But I'm just talking from what I've seen from on Reddit and my Discord. Join my Discord, by the way. It's in the description. But yeah, that is what the thing is. So first of all, we need to see what is the most optimal way to play in Guild Wars. We need to bring all this data together. Here we go. Now you can see my hands. There we go. Bring it together. We need to bring it together because it's too random at the moment. In my opinion, it's just really random on how points are being distributed. I'm thinking what I theorize in my Discord is that it depends on how many members you might have. It depends on who you fought, but you can't see CP when you're fighting people. You just see their units and you can assume, and like as people said, like, oh, they brought like their best units against certain on a round one, and that whole round no one was even ruined. They weren't ruined that well, so you brought in, you know, your killers in one thing, and then the second one was actually super fine-tuned and you got demolished, and now your second team is, now you're yielding to save units and stuff like that. By the way, you can do that. I did explain that in my first video. You can yield in the Guild Wars to save your units. Try to do it in the middle of the animation if you know they're about to die, but once they're gone, they are gone. So it's more of a risk thing. It's like, oh, he's not gonna die to that, and then if you think he is, then you can yield and save your units. But a lot of people winning. I lost a little bit. So yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to discuss with you guys for the state of the game. Currently, it seems like a lot of people like the Guild Wars. The hunt changes seem to be up for debate as far as all the stuff that they added. I do like that now, as you can see, I got a necklace. I got a ring. That was one of my past videos. I was so upset that the only way you would get a necklace and a ring is if you go into here, the shop, and the ancient coins. And this was the only way you were getting rings and necklaces outside of going into a labyrinth, which you could only go through a certain amount of days. You could not farm rings and necklaces in the game. I don't think that you can craft them still, which is a little bit of an oversight in my opinion. I think they should change that as well. You know, just get power to the players. Let's use the GameStop now. Power to the players, man. Like, let us get sick nasty with the playtime that we have in the game. Stop holding back. because holding back, in my opinion, is just going to make people frustrated. And now you're going to have people that are really want to get into the game like myself, and we're going to be playing, and it's going to be like, dang, am I making progress? And that was always the issue. Am I making progress? Am I even doing this right? And the only way you can find that out is if you go on YouTube. You have to go to an outside source to know if you're doing stuff correctly. And it's like, you're building up these units, and then they make the hunt 11, you know, and then all of a sudden, oh, you need mono. Well, you don't actually need a mono teams for it, right? But pretty much mono is the best way to go. And it's like, dang, I was using, like for Wyvern, I had Soren in there. You know, Soren and Kayron, as you just saw. But in 11, it might not be the best idea to use 2 fires. Actually 3 fires, in that when you might want to just run mono water or predominantly water. So now I got to build even more units, and it's like, dang, I don't have the gear, I don't have the gold. I have 3 million gold right now because I haven't built up anything in a minute. I've been saving everything to get good gear that I really like and then fully invest into it. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's just my complaint, I guess, if you want to call it that. I do think that they listen. Their execution is not to everyone's liking. It's never going to be, because you have the people that are, you know, going to spend money. You have the people that will spend a little. You have the people that absolutely won't. And you have to be really careful on how you do this. The guild system so far, like I said, it's in a preseason. So, you know, they're just throwing people together. I think eventually guilds will have ranks, just like how you have an arena rank. Like I am in arena, I am ranked a certain arena. Rank, I am masters. So I will be matched against people in masters around my thing. Right now, you're going to be left to the dogs, because there is no way that a guild can be ranked at the moment, because that's the first war anyone has had. When you start accumulating wins and losses, I'm pretty sure that they'll have a system for that. But right now, the only thing they can match you with is level. So, you know, I heard some people a little bit upset about that. It's like, you know, but how else would they match you? They can't. They have to match you by something. You know, at least level means that you have somewhat active guild, comparison to them matching a level 15 to like a level 10, and it's like, yeah, no, they're gonna get slaughtered. They're definitely gonna get slaughtered. At least here, from what I've seen a lot of people get very easy fights in comparison to my guild, which we had a little bit of a harder fight. We lost, but it's okay. I think it's fine. Let me know what you guys think, and of course, please, especially if there's anything, especially when I put it on Reddit, I'm gonna give the TLDR, DW, don't watch, whatever, and I'm gonna make sure, like, hey, please let me know what you got, how many wins you got in your guild. That is what I really want to know, because that the strategy of how to win a guild war just seemed a little bit off from what I saw in other people's videos. It just didn't seem correct as far as like the objective versus your reward. Like, and I hope that like these people that got 6 wins, I hope that they got at least like 50 mystic medals and can boom do a summon after every war. That'd be amazing. Imagine that. But if anyone that got 6 wins got like 25 medals, that's garbage. I got 2.5 wins, you know, technically 2 wins and a draw, and that's what I ended, and 1 win from a draw, so that's 3 wins total, and I got 23. So if you have 6, I would expect you to have at least 50, you know, like to make it up, you know. So I don't know, I'm interested in that. But of course, you can also come into the Discord, which is going to be in the description, and of course my Twitch is going to be in there as well. I gotta go see a man with a baby. My friend is having his baby today. Hopefully he doesn't watch this video, because that would be kind of funny. I'm trying to surprise him unless he watches the video, which I'm going to release the video anyway. But you guys can give him a congratulatory. Him and his girl are, you know, at the hospital right now. So I'm trying to surprise him. I came home from work early, did this video because I got to clean this up a little bit. And then boom, I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call my name. And if you got a little bit of extra change from that guild war, a little extra sprinkle from the guild war, which doesn't make sense because the in-game money has nothing to do with your real money. But if you got some extra money, you can blessing on the Patreon as well. $1 can go a long way. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.